Daniel. Oh, Daniel.
I'll just share a personal note with you because I have to do it, because I always do it. I have to tell you about Daniel. Coming for people to ask me, why is this happening in our schools? And I say, well, the answer is simple, because it's happening out there. It's in society. It shouldn't be a big surprise that it's in our schools. Daniel was 15. He was a sophomore, a Boy Scout, piano player. What I most admired about him was that he took on his weaknesses. He was not at all athletic, and yet he joined the cross-country team at Columbine. He was extremely shy. He chose on his own to join the debate team at Columbine and was one of the better debaters they had. And in fact, that's what really inspired me, because I'm more introverted than I'm extroverted. It's difficult for me, and yet I had to take that lesson from him that, he took that step, so I have to take that step, and that's my way of honoring him.
Franklin D. Roosevelt's first inaugural address given on Saturday. Okay, we're going to edit that out already.
Just 2 weeks before the shooting at Columbine, my son Daniel brought up something he had heard in his debate class, just in conversation. He said, "Dad, did you know there were loopholes in the Brady Bill?" Brady Bill is the law that requires background checks. And I just kind of blew it off. I said, "No, I didn't know about that, Daniel." 2 weeks later, he was killed with a gun that was purchased through a loophole in the Brady Bill. So I became very vocal. I spoke at a rally against the NRA that was having its national conference in Denver 10 days after Columbine, and that was the start of my new life.
But the time has come to understand that a Tech 9 semi-automatic 30-bullet weapon like that killed my son is not used to kill deer. It has no useful purpose.
I became a lobbyist for 1 year, the year after Columbine, to try to change our laws in Colorado. And when the legislature refused to change our laws, we took one of those particular bills, closing the gun show loophole, the one that played a role at Columbine, and we took it to a vote of the people.
We never expected this would happen to us.
And the law passed by a vote of 70% to 30%. We closed the gun show loophole in Colorado. You can tell people this is the right thing to do, but it doesn't necessarily go that way. You have to work at it and work at it. There's no quick fix. You've got to start someplace, and you have to have hope that there's going to be change, and that doing nothing will mean no change.
Not one more student lost to gun violence. Not one more teacher that has to defend their students against an assault rifle. Not one more news alert of a mass shooting in America, and not one more tweet from NRA bot politicians giving us their thoughts and prayers.
Now we've seen for 5 years, we've seen students really speaking up, and I think it's just so important. My generation failed. We failed to do something about this. Younger generation can be the one that says, we don't want to live like this. We can't just go on like this. We're tired of this, and we want to see change. So that's the main thing that makes me hopeful right now, really. I also honor him with my shoes. His shoes. These are the shoes that he wore that day. Same shoe size as me. So that's what really inspired me to continue on this path, is doing it for him, walking in his shoes.